Luckily enough, Talia is a strong person, and she come out the other end. So it was hard for a while, but you get through it, don't you?
Yeah, of course. And the thing is, Courtney just said my partner is devastated. He's lost the future he should have had. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has, because Widow was his stepdaughter for all intents and purposes. She really was.
Mm-hmm.
And they were best of mates and got on like an house on fire. I've spoke to Sammy, I've been on the lives, I've watched, I've heard the stories, I've seen the stories. And yeah, it is heartbroken as much as Courtney. I
know what it feels like. Obviously, Talia's got kids, and obviously, you know what I mean. And I've been in their lives for a couple of years, you know what I mean. And I love them as like I love my own kids. It's so I know what it manages, because when a man steps into a lady's life, or a woman steps into a man's life, and they've got children, and that woman or that man decides to take on them children as their own, at the end of the day, that man or that woman come as a package. They don't come on their own. They come with the kids. Do you know what I mean? You've got to learn to forgive. Thank you, Angie, for the thing. You've got to learn to forgive in this life, guys. You've got to learn to forgive. There was more people on it, though, Trace. So there you go. There was more people. It wasn't just Angie and EQ. More people jumped on the platform and were saying a lot of calling us liars. Corey called us liars. Alex had a few. He said we could have been lying. There was a lot said on there, so. It wasn't just. It was a few
I
different.
spoke my peace of mind to Corey, because I do not trust him.
Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey can't be trusted. That's why. You know what I mean?
A gut feeling.
No, that's not true. Right, guys, can you get rid of all these? But I don't listen. Freddie Mercury. It makes no difference. Do you want me to not call out bullshit for what's happened to Courtney, like a pack of wolves? Do you want me to defend them? Do you want me to defend the fucking clique? I can't stand any one of them. I don't like any of the clique. I think they're a bunch of cunts, Freddie Mercury, and I don't like you, so you can get blocked. Get it, Freddie Mercury, out of here. Any person comes in here and wants to stick up for the clique, fuck them and block them. Get out of here. And you, Tracy, can go as well. Sorry, Nicola, I'm pissed off. Go on.
No, it's all right. I don't blame you, because at the end of the day, you know what loss feels like. And I'm the same.
What it is, you're going to get the likes of these people who you're going to get their followers in here. Do you know what I mean? And they're going to come in and just fucking start sticking up for them.
Yeah. I've been in lives. You know what I mean? Hey, Sienna, and they've come in, and I'm just like block, fuck you, block. Excuse my French, but.
I've seen the video where you were sticking up for court. I haven't got
patience for people like that. I haven't got time for people like that. And quite frankly, I think they're all vile and disgusting. And there's proof out there. You've seen it, right, Rick? Yeah? You've seen it.
Yeah.
You've seen what I put up.
I have seen what you put up, yeah.
Well, you've also saved it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
I have.
So, is what it is, and it needed to be put out there. That way, they can't lie, they can't backpedal, they can't save face. No, ain't happening. You are a bunch of tossers, a lot of yous, and it needs to be said.
I'm glad I heard what you said yesterday, and you know what I mean. Fair play, she was sticking up for your mate. He was, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I would have said, I would have said an awful lot worse.
Oh, believe me, I wanted to.
Yeah,
and the only reason I didn't is it was because it was Courtney's live and not mine.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Hey guys, I'm not saying that what EQ and obviously Angie said that. Yeah, me and Talia have made up with them. We have decided to draw a line in the sand. But I'm saying that does not make the clique right in what they've said and done. I'm saying that me and Talia have been through it. We've been through it. Some of the clique weren't nice when that was said. Some of the clique weren't nice about it. A couple of them said a couple of horrible things. But that's all I'm saying. What they've done to Courtney is fucking disgusting.
The thing is, what they've done is they've crossed the wrong person as well. One thing you don't do is mess with a parent.
Yeah, it's especially with the loss that she's gone through, yeah.
Yeah. And the only reason why she's still standing right now is because she wants to do for other children.
God bless her, yeah. How you doing, babe?
I'm just finding it really crazy that people were saying, oh, she was in Angie's box earlier, she's a clout chaser, and oh, she's just doing like, what possible clout? Like, this is the worst clout. Like, I would imagine like the clout that you think she's clawing is of a dead child. Like this, there couldn't be any worse a clout you could ever want.
Who's
crazy.
saying that? About who?
Somebody in the comments just said, oh, she was in Angie's box earlier, and
Yeah, I was supporting her because she's gonna go pro. You know, and I have respect for Angela.
She weren't on about you, Nicola. She was talking about Courtney being in Angie's box, and people saying she was a
because she
clout
has
chaser
respect for her.
over the loss of her kid. Yeah. So all Tally's
she
trying
has
to
respect
say,
for her.
Tally's saying there is how can you get clouts when literally the woman's lost a child?
it's
Exactly.
not clout, and it's the sad it's the sad reality of social media is that all the lines are becoming blurred and everyone's just becoming desensitized to real and raw subject like our miscarriage, like the death of a teenager. Like suddenly it just doesn't mean anything anymore. And I know, and I full-heartedly know, and this is why I went live the other night and got a backlash, that when they all jumped in Courtney's box, is that Courtney next to me?
Yeah, she's
there?
got
Yeah.
you, babe.
Hello, Courtney. When they all jumped in the box, I knew this was just another storyline. Nobody gave two about what was actually going on, and this was just a way to build a lot of clout and for everybody to jump on something because that was the day's storyline. And I knew the next day it would be something else. So when that dwindled, they had to spin it again. And this is all it is just storylines and way to get attention, way to create who can be viewed the most. And that's all that is. So the fact that you're getting all the attention, Courtney, and you're getting the views and you're getting the gifts and you're getting your GoFundMe paid for, that is what's destroying them and that's what's getting to them. And it's the same way Angie's saying, oh, I'm going for Live Pro now. How many feathers did that ruffle? Because it's not about clout, it's who can get the most views. And that's what everybody is fighting over. And they're forgetting the true cause of it. I mean, me and you, Ricky, we said like this is going to go tits up, didn't we? The second we saw it, we just went, oh, here we go, because we knew.
I've even got a voice note of Ricky saying that from where I shared it to him,
Yeah,
and within an hour of me sharing it.
it happened.
The other thing I wanted to say, and there's a lot of people saying, well, they said the worst of the worst about your baby. How can you be friends with them? Well, I agree. Like it wasn't easy. It was really hard, but it's that whole desensitizing thing. But you have to remember that in society, when you apologize, you have to find a way to live together and you have to find a way to move on. And and actually we made a really strong friendship with Angie out of that. And she was devastated and she never did it again. She was mortified. I went round there and I think there was some hard lessons learned, but goodness came out of it. So much goodness. Now, I don't think any of these people have apologized. I don't think any goodness has come out of what they've done to Courtney. If they turn around and said, the only goodness that could come out of this, they turn around and said, we're really sorry for how we all turned on you. Let's all do this together. But no goodness has come out of it. No apologies have been made. And forgiveness is everything and apologizing is everything. So when you go, oh, well, how can you forgive EQ and how can you forgive Angie and all that? Well, we have forgiven because they were sorry and we've moved on. But this doesn't really feel like there's any apologies been made, and it doesn't feel
The
like
only
it's
apology that I know has been made is obviously by Alicia, because obviously, I hope you don't mind me saying this, Courtney, but it is knowledge now that she shared a picture of your child in a Discord group. She also then said she was searching the social media platforms for evidence of your child's social media pages, which I think is fucking disgusting. But I know since then she's had a backtrack and she's apologised to Courtney. Which,
Is that because she's been forced to and she's backed into a corner?
I don't know. I'm hoping
No,
that
she
she
came
feels.
to me. She came to me and she said she didn't want me thinking that anything bad of her. And I spoke to her and I showed her what was sent to me, and she had admitted that she had jumped on it without doing her research, and she had apologised profusely. And I'll accept an apology. I won't forget. But
no,
that's the thing. I mean, all of these people that have gone at me like that, I can accept an apology.
But one thing I will
Forget it.
say about Alicia is she's not a rookie to this. You know, this is something that she does regularly. She's a very busy person. She's very interfering. She will jump in every box and she doesn't learn lessons. She tends to repeatedly offend. You're not the first and you won't be the last. I hope this is a lesson learnt from her.
I hope so, because I know she can be a busybody, we know that, but for what obviously she's done to Courtney's next level bad. And I was about to rip her a new one tonight because I had a couple of videos, but because she's apologised to Courtney, I've decided to not show him and just leave him there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if
Even
she's
obviously,
apologised-
Nicola shared one where she's putting in the comments about, you know what I mean, about exactly what she did. So I just, you know what I mean? So because she's apologised to Courtney, I'm not going to continue to do it. But what I am going to continue to do is call Hayley Comments bullshit out, because she's the person who started it initially. It was her, the one who said, I've seen red flags. Her, the one who said Courtney was lying. Her, the one she was saying it's for financial gain. She's the one who's caused this horrible hate campaign against Courtney and her family.
Pure real apology, Ricky, comes from standing on business, and I don't buy it. I don't know. I'd like to see that she is sorry, but standing on business would be Alicia turning around and saying, do you know what, this woman's in pain and you're all out of order, and actually standing up to the people that she calls her friends. That would be real, what's the word? Well, it would show that she actually means what she says.
Well, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see her now turn around and say, do you know what, I've done the wrong thing here. I'm going to literally take responsibility to this, and then stand on business and jump on the likes of Hayley and Alex and everybody else and jump in and say, what you did to this lady was fucking wrong, man. Authentic, yeah.
Well, I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
The thing is, it wasn't just me that they had done it to. They decided to drag my partner into it. You know, they've said, oh, we've only been together a few months. No, we haven't. We've been together quite a while. He's known Willow since she was 12. I do have an ex-husband, yes, and he was Willow's stepdad for 12 to 13 years. But in the last 2 years, things were very, very complicated. I won't go into that because I'm not dragging him through it. But me and my partner, Tommy, have been together for a long time now. And, you know, it's not just me that's grieving. It's not just me that's the face of this. You know, he's not wanting to put himself out there because of what's been done to him. And, you know, I love the fact that, you know, people are giving their sympathies, but let's not forget he's missing out on a future that he should have fucking had. And it's really upsetting that people haven't even apologised to him or spoken to him about this personally. You know, it's absolutely devastating for both of us. And
Why does he have to justify his relationship?
Yeah, well,
he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. He doesn't feel the need to. But
nothing to do with anybody else, Courtney.
No, it's not. But what's been said about him is absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely vile. You know, I mean, even I've had some comments myself. You know, apparently I'm the reason my daughter's no longer here.
Fuck's sake.
It's some of the shit that I have seen. I'm sorry if I could say.
I've heard nasty stuff said about you, Courtney. It's been horrible.
Yeah, if I could say what I wanted to actually say without it ruining the chances of this petition getting out there, I would, and I would call them out quite brutally. But I'm better than that. I'm not going to stoop to their fucking level. That ain't worth my bloody time, to be quite honest with you. You know, that they don't have the rights to question shit.
No, they haven't got no right to question shit.
Nobody questions anybody else. Someone wants to come online and say, hey, I'm just going to raise some money. Someone like Lucy, who wants a new microphone that costs £500. No one bats an eyelid when she's on there saying, right, everyone, I need donations. I want a new microphone. No one says a damn thing.
No, exactly.
So what's the problem?
Well, they all assumed that it was all for gaming. I can't stand gaming. It bores me. My partner does the gaming and he's got his own fucking setup. He doesn't use PC. He used PS5. He doesn't need his equipment. And what they've done is they found out he does gaming and they've twisted it for their own narrative. All I wanted was a fucking podcast to help people. And, you know, I've given all that money back just because.
I know you have, Courtney. I feel so sorry for you. God bless you, man.
It is what it is at the end of the day. I'm still going to do my podcasts. I'll do them twice a week.
So literally your integrity was questioned. Do you know what I mean? Your character was questioned. You were slandered across the app, right? All you've been trying to do, and I've seen what you've done. So everybody knows, guys, obviously, when Courtney came live to obviously get signatures for this great cause of what happened to Willow, you then obviously got the likes of Alex, and I'm going to say it how it is because I'm going to get it out there, and Hayley jumped in obviously Courtney's box and reached out to Courtney to say, we'll help you get these signatures. And from this, it's all been twisted around the narrative to make Courtney out to be doing something wrong, and it's been for financial gain, and suit the narrative, and Talia's hit the nail on the head. This is just for views and drama. But in the process, they're destroying a couple who are grieving a dead child. I can't even say the words I want to say to you, Courtney, for what you've gone through, because I've seen this story unfold, and I'm really sorry to say, I said to Beth, and Beth will tell you, before this even happened to you, before any negative word was said about you, before anything, I said to Beth, and you can ask Beth, she'll tell you, because she's my mum, and I said, they're going to turn on her, they're going to make it out to be bad and her to be wrong, even though she's looking for support here. She's got the wrong audience helping her to do this petition. Ask Beth, what did I say, Beth?
Literally, I think I've still got the voice note, but literally you said she's got the bullies in her box, this is going to go the wrong way, and I replied and said, when I shared this to you, there was 200 people in the live and no one in the box, and it just went so quickly, there was just no way we could at that point jump in.
And I've got to question how well known they are, because to be fair, I've had TikTok for a bit and I've never not once come across them, so I mean, I'm just going to be blunt, they can't be that fucking big of a deal. You know what I mean?
No, they're not bigger. They're nobodies. But there's just a side of TikTok that's called Drama Talk, and it's worth at the most about 6,000 people. And the view count of Drama Talk is about 6,000 people, and the main people that hold that audience are those. Ricky holds a bit of it, and Angie holds a bit of it as well. But there's about 10 creators that control them 6,000 to 10,000 views. So if you're not in that world, you're not going to know who the hell they are. They're nobodies, but
I've got to say, everyone gives Hayley a lot of hate, but I'm just going to say it how it is, and he can come at me if he likes. Good luck to him. But Alex is just as fucking worse. He dragged some shit through that door, and he fucking had the audacity to question my kid. I'm sorry, man, but what the fuck? Who the fuck do you think you are, buddy?
Court, I just got to say to you, our Lol's in here, Lol's underneath you. I love Lol. Absolutely fucking hates Alex Brigham. She wants to give him a beating and a half. She can't stand him. Obviously, but
Can I just ask? I don't know if anybody knows this, but does Alex Brigham, does he have some sort of cease and desist or a gag on Angie?
I don't know. I keep out of the drama talk.
Because Angie refuses to talk about him now, and I think something's gone on there. But he goads her regularly, and that just tells me what kind of man he is. Because
it's unnecessary. He needs to stick to his own platform, do his own thing, and keep his nose out of everyone else's business. They all do. I mean, I don't have a bad word to say about Angie, because, to be quite honest, she's not given me anything to have a bad word about. You know.
And you know that night, Angie was trying to get in the box to help you, but because. This is what makes me laugh, because none of them like Angie, they wouldn't let her in the box, and Angie has the strongest platform out of everybody. So if they really cared about you, Courtney, they would have thought, well, we need Angie because she's got the strongest platform, but they didn't. So
she's
that
like threatened by anything that could potentially be more than what they are, which is, you got to pity that, to be quite honest. That's
but what you know what I fucking hate, guys, and I'm gonna call it is for what it is. The mainly drama talk is held by most of the followers are held by Donna Monteith, Miss Red. She's part of the clique, that they're all together. And if she was anything of a decent woman, she would have fired up her live. She would have turned around and said, what's happened to Courtney and her partner is absolutely disgusting, and I'm going to call this bullshit out. But she's biased. She won't go against any of them. She won't call out Hayley. She won't call out Alex. She won't call out any one of them who've gone against you. And I've seen it all unfold. We've all seen it unfold. And there's real people here. And why isn't she called it out? Because she could do that in front of an audience of 3,000 to 4,000. She could literally spin this narrative around and say, let's all support Courtney. Let's get her a podcast equipment. Please, everyone, let's get more signatures for Courtney. Every single day for the next month, I am going to call Courtney into this live, and I'm going to make you all sign a petition for Willow and get these 100,000 signatures. And she could do that, but she won't do it. She's let it all unfold and then said a fucking word. She said,
she gave me a platform to speak without being interrupted. So in all respects to her, she gave me the ability, without knowing who I was, to be able to just come on a platform and speak without being interrupted. She had backed the petition, which is exactly what was needed. But she's never said a bad word about me. So in all fairness, I can't judge on her platform. In all fairness, you know, each person's platform is their own, isn't it? Really, and I think we must respect